All right. So what happened with the window motors was that a good customer of ours came to us and said that they had been offered an electric window motor by one of the suppliers to Bentley. Bentley had not wanted to restock it, and this particular customer was using that particular motor to solve a number of problems with window motors for various years of cars. Window motors that weren't available, or they had to do reconditioned, but basically they were using that basic, simple new window motor to fix a number of problems. They had been buying it from Bentley. Bentley didn't want to reorder, but they didn't want to buy as many as the supplier wanted to make, so they approached me and asked me whether I would buy them in order to make them available again. So what was interesting about that was that I realised pretty quickly that we could actually we could use this motor and roll it out across even more products or even more ranges of vehicles, so that one motor with a few small changes could be used to fix an entire range of window motors or window motor problems. So you could buy an off-the-shelf brand new window motor and to fix a large range of cars. And over the course of around about 18 months, which is the length of time it's taken for us to develop all the little parts that you need, we've now developed a range of 4 different part numbers, all based around the same window motor, but we'll replace any window motor that for cars, 4-door Rolls-Royce and Bentley motor cars built from 1965 all the way through to 1995, and none of those motors are available brand new from Bentley. So we're the only company that's managed to produce those, and it was a very simple thing that came from a customer that we just rolled out and tried to get all the value we could out of it. And it's a product that otherwise you have to buy on a reconditioned exchange basis. And so that was the big kind of eureka moment with that, was to just take one solution and spread it across several different problems and apply it to those.
Do you know what the part numbers are?
I'm going to yes. We've done one for the early Silver Shadow and T Series, which replaces the square window motor that many people will be familiar with, and that's part number UD 11391NF. Then there's the later motor, which is a round motor, which originally had a cog, but we've supplied that with an adapter plate and a small nylon drive adapter, so you can replace that cog drive motor with a pin drive motor, and that's part number UB30041NF. Then there is a motor that does the part number that does the late Silver Shadow 2 all the way through to 4-door cars built to 1986, and that's part number RH2786. And then from 1987 up to 1995, they were equipped with a smaller Bosch motor, which is also not available. But this motor with an adapter plate and also another separate drive adapter is UD72242NF, and I'm amazed I'm able to remember all those part numbers off the top of my head.
So one quick question: what does the NF stand for, if anything?
It actually means we've borrowed that. It means non-franchise, which which we just use as a kind of a catch-all for when we've got a product which is not the original genuine product, but something that we are adapting to do the job. It is based actually around an original Lucas motor, so it's some of the original tooling that was used in Lucas motors. So it is at its heart a factory original component, which we've just modified and adapted and made to do a bit more than it originally was designed for.
Okay, and these are all new box products available off the shelf?
All off the shelf, all available
and
now.
With a 3-year warranty.
3-year warranty. There's no modifications necessary to the car. This is just plug and play, put them in replacement. Pretty simple. there's one of them has some instructions included because there's a wiring loom that you have to replace, but it's very straightforward. All the wires match the colours on the car, so it's a straight, yellow goes to yellow, red goes to red,
Could
green
I do
goes to
it?
green. Yeah, you pretty much could do it. You could certainly plug it in. whether you'd want to actually fit a window motor or not, probably not. But
Okay, perfect. Thanks, Johnny.